It was that time of month, again, as John would receive scripts from Brad for Shipwrecked. We never really knew what or when we were going to get the scripts off Brad, because he used to please him fuck himself best part of the time. Have long breaks, go fishing, enjoying himself with his family, his children. Did he care about the shipwrecked crew? Did he fuck? John's email binged, bong-de-bing-ding-tinged, and there it was, Shipwrecked 20. Oh, John was getting so excited, the fact that this new script had come through. He'd been waiting fucking long enough. So he opened up the mail and he proofread like he did all scripts, because he's professional that way, and had a look at the script, and it was a wonderful thing, as always, because Brad always wrote a good old script, gave some good old lines for the gang. As John read through the script, giggling and chuckling as he went, he came to the bottom and realised this was the end. It was the end of Shipwrecked and the merry, merry crew. No more Narrator, no more Brad, no more Jimmy or Kev or Gav, Brian, Petra, Basil, Petra, Seraphim, Murray, g'day, Murray, top drawer, Miguel, yeah, and many others. The tears started to roll down John's face as he realised it was all coming to an end.
It's taken me a while to I've been quite emotional. I've been quite upset. I've recorded this a couple of times, and the tears, the dampness on the mic. Okay. It turned into a yawn. I hope you get PetraChelli to do this. He fucking owes you. I hope he's alright.
Right. Let's get on with it.
Right, so you know this is the last Shipwrecked?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Thank fuck.
Here we go. Oh, I can't read this, it's too small. Fucking zoom. I've pressed the wrong button now. Fucking hell, what an idiot. Fuck.
You don't have to fucking breathe so heavy.
I'm...
Oh, fuck me. This is retarded.
Oh, I hate it when I've got more than 4 words. I don't know how people do this for a living.
Shipwrecked. This is a test of the radio Shipwrecked network. If this had been an actual broadcast, you would have been swept away to the very final episode of Shipwrecked. We're all going to miss Shipwrecked. Brad, it's been a fine journey. How will it end? Let's find out, shall we? If only there was some way we could all get together after Shipwrecked ended and still be together some way, like in a bar where we talked like we were tough guys and all kinds of stuff like that. And, oh, that would be fun. Sitting around a pub, drinking a beer and talking about being tough. I'd do it. Alright, let's see here. What does this script say?
Fly me to the moon. Let me play amongst the stars. Let me see what spring is like on a Jupiter and Mars. In other words, let's start this fucking show. Might as well get on with it, seems as though I'll be on the dole queue after this one, so here we go. Last week on Shipwrecked. Oh. The island got very religious in an attempt to sway the population into believing that an alternate version of the old Easter story, casting Jimmy as the Lord Jesus Christ, whilst Uncle Brian fleeced his pockets for the twins he kept in there. There were little dwarf twins Jimmy kept inside his pocket. For the fucking hell, what am I reading? For the 10 quid Jimmy owed him for the 10 quid Jimmy owed him for the past 2 months. Serpent, a.k. Wayne, a.k. PetraChelli, got shot off the island with his thumbs taped to the thrust buttons of a jetpack. So Michael Hussman dropped in from Germany to fill the role of PC and did an excellent job of the Cumbrian accent. What the Jesus, Gav?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's an Oscar nomination going to Gavin, is it?
Oh my. I can't breathe.
You're putting on quite a performance, Gavin. Here's a paper bag. You breathe into the paper bag. And long breaths and you just, fuck, he's dead. Gav's dead. He's gone and grab the paper bag back, but I'll need that for my lunch.
Stand back, everybody. Stand well back. Stand well fucking back. I know first aid.
Everybody. John, what are you talking about? There's only me and Gav in here, and he's unconscious.
What's your point?
Well, you burst in yelling, everybody stand back, like there's a fucking crowd in here, and you should have just said stand back, narrator, and I would have calmly stood back instead of confusing me and you rush in and you start you're startling the whole crowd with your oversized instructions. That's what's wrong.
What crowd?
Exactly. That was the whole point of what I was making.
Oh Lord! Mr. Wonker is dead! I didn't even get to tell him how much I liked his snow globes and how much I liked his chocolate factory and little man who worked in his underground chocolate factory making chocolate.
Move out the way, Jim, for fuck's
You
sake.
need to bring him back, John. He's far too young to die.
I'm pretty sure he's over 40.
Dudes, dudes, listen up. You'll never guess what John, what the hell are you doing, man?
For Christ's sake, get a room, man.
I'm resuscitating him, you tosser.
Don't mind me, man. Forget it. I'll just wait outside. Jesus Christ.
John, why are you undoing his belt?
He can't, you gotta undo his belt. He can't breathe properly. He can't breathe. If you gotta undo his belt, you breathe properly.
Well, I don't think molesting the poor man will bring him back to life, John. Besides, didn't we cover Christianity in the last episode? Well, I'll be darned. He's back.
Get off me, John. What on earth are you playing at?
A bit of thanks would be nice. A little bit of thanks would be nice, Gav. I've just saved your fucking life.
It did look a bit pervy, John.
What?
Oh, fuck off.
What just happened?
Well, to tell you the truth, I was trying to recap the show into interruption-free for once when you decided to run in here like a lunatic and die on the floor. Obviously, you've come back to life, so here's your shoes back. I won't be needing that. Anyway, you're followed by an opportunistic John Wilson who's obviously been on the island a little too long, and an emotional Jimmy who wanted to tell you how much he liked your snow globes.
Did he? Thank you, Jim. Thank you. Finally, some recognition of my fine work in the souvenir industry. How much did he like the snow globes, James? Take your time.
Not very.
No, that was worth the build-up. I don't know why I bother sometimes. I honestly don't.
Cigarette, Gav? A ciggy?
I didn't know you smoked, John.
Only after a resuscitation. Oh, yeah.
Jesus wept.
So as the island works its way back to north, it's nice to have PetraChelli back. It's nice to work. As the island works its way back to normal after another month's break from the hustle and bustle of podcasting, which I must admit has changed my life dramatically. Not being able to walk down the street these days without somebody coming up to you once and saying, "Hey, don't I recognize you?" And then I say, "I don't know. Who do you think I am?" And then they said, "Aren't you Johnny Depp out of that movie, Edward Scissorhands?" And I say, "No, And then they say, well, why do you have scissors taped to your hands with sticky tape then? And I said, well, I have my reasons. And they say, you're a fucking weirdo. And I say, you are. And then it started to sing the Tom Jones song, It's Not Unusual, as I protestingly walk away from the chance encounter with a possible movie star or not. And that was just one example of how being the narrator of a podcast with 69 followers can change your life.
Have we all finished in here yet? Because I've got some important information about the other side of the island, dudes. In fact, you know what? I sent a carrier... All right, dudes, have we all finished in here yet? Because I have got some important information about the other side of the island. In fact, I did send a message via Carrier Seagull with instructions for Gav to relay a message to the narrator as to save valuable time while I ran back. Did you guys get it?
Wouldn't you run faster than a seagull?
That's not really what
I imagine the seagull would have flown, John. Jesus, talk about thick.
Piss off.
Studies show that a seagull, although not a fast bird, can fly at around 35 miles an hour, where poor old emu legs here... Emu
legs? Was he dressed in black and depressed all the time? Jesus Christ.
Studies show that a seagull, although not a fast bird, can fly at around 35 miles an hour, whereas poor old emu legs here can only do about 30, which means his idea of sending a carrier gull was in fact quite wise.
Well, believe me, sending an owl would be wiser.
Well, because they do 40 miles per hour.
No, it just reminds me of something my father used to say, that's all.
Go on then.
Well, I remember when I was a young lad, and dear old Dad would come home after a long day working the fish and chip shop and change his batter-stained apron and say, a wise man would shoot down to Hooters before your mother gets home.
But didn't she work there?
Yes, she did, Jim, but he didn't know that. You see, he thought she was turning tricks down at the truck stop. I thought she was a magician, and at the end of the day, she was working on a successful career in a major restaurant chain.
That doesn't seem to fit the previous conversation of the flight speed of birds.
Well, whatever, Gav, but the point of the story is I got to go to the Christmas party at Hooters, and it was perhaps the greatest 3 hours of my teenage life.
Wasn't it a bit weird, watching your mum get around, dressed in orange short shorts and tight white top?
What? Don't be stupid, Gavin. She wasn't one of them Hooter girls. Christ, have some respect, man. She was a stripper the manager got in for private functions, i.e. Christmas dues and off-the-books backroom business luncheons for Chinese executives or his mates, or Hooter girl. Just, for God's sake, give me a break. That's my fine mother you're talking about there. You might be right.
Okay, ha 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 ha. Let's just all take a breath and concentrate on what's written on the script here. It's all getting a little too much. I mean, the narrator's mother and John's suspect resuscitation techniques. We seem to be getting a big hefty blowjob.
This is shit.
You know I don't like paragraphs. Okay, ha ha ha. Let's all just take a breath and concentrate on what's written on the script here. It's all getting a little too much. I mean, what with the narrator's mother and John's suspect resuscitation techniques? We seem to be getting away from the plot somewhat.
You mean we've lost the plot?
G'day, Brad.
Hello, John. Hello, all.
Brad.
What's going on here, then?
Well, like I was trying to say earlier, I sent a carrier seagull with the message to tell you what I saw on the other side of the island.
And I got a message and ran in to tell the narrator what was in the message.
And Mr. Wonker collapsed, and John kissed him like in Snow White. And Snow White came back to life, but in this case it was Mr. Wonker.
Jimmy, Christ's sake, I performed the kiss of life. Stop making out so perverted.
You could have performed the Swan Lake, bro. It still looked queer to me.
Yeah, me too.
Quite odd.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
You're quite right, Kevin. This day and age, if you want to hold if you've got if you like the same, just don't marry your cousins because genetically it's not sound, it's not good.
I did this when many years ago I did a fire course. I think I was only about 16, 17. No, I was a bit older than that. Anyway, I did this fire course, and the man came in to show us CPR, and they had this like rubber doll type thing. Well, the bottom half was missing, legs and whatnot, and you could pump on the chest, as it were, and to massage the heart, and there's a little mouth hole. And you can stick things in the mouth.
Oh, yeah.
John.
Well, your mouth over your... Anyway, it was called Resuscitating Annie. And she invited the boys to get up and practice on the resuscitating on the dummy. No one would get up, and I thought, fuck it, I'll get up. Could be my first girlfriend. Hey, you gotta practice. You gotta practice somewhere, haven't you? Anyway.
John, get out.
Well,
Out. Everyone get out. John, you've come in and you're steaming the place up a bit, and it's getting too hard to handle, so get out in the fresh sea air.
Anyway, you dudes will not believe what I found on the other side of the island while out on my morning run. Which, in this instance, took me further than we've ever cared to venture thus far in the entire Shipwrecked series. Which, it surprises me, Brad, that you didn't have the vision to see further than the beach up until now.
Well, to be honest, I didn't think I needed to.
Oh, for Christ's sake, just tell us what you saw, Kevin.
Okay, dudes, but you're probably all going to need to sit down.
Ah, come on, Ron.
Or stand up, either way is fine.
Jesus wept.
You sound a little one-dimensional here, PetraChelli.
Oh, really?
So, as more of my family history is revealed, and the explanation given by former pilot John Wilson doesn't make his actions seem any less creepy, if you're asking me and everyone else I've spoken to. But Kevin finally spits out what has essentially taken 2/10 of a show to fucking say. Now, come on, Kevin, just tell us what the Christ you saw, for shit's sake. Oh, Christ, he's getting me all worked up, and it's just not healthy. Blood pressure is up, and the cholesterol, and I've been told to take it easy, and it's not doing me any good. I think I'll just sit down over here for a bit. Pardon me, just a little stressed, that's all. Carry on.
It's all right, narrator. Everyone has a little childish fart noise once in a while.
Me again, pardon.
The thing is, once you have kids, you start farting around your kids. You think it's funny, and it is. The kids laugh, but then they grow up, and you know what happens? You forget to stop farting around them. And before you know it, you're farting around the wife, and just everyone, it just seems normal, and before you know it, you're that old guy who's farting around everybody. And they're not laughing.
Oh, I just found my trousers.
Me make the master fighter. Put the art back into fighting with his custom tailored fighters.
All right, let's see. Oh, here it is. Here's the big reveal. You guys ready? Here it is. There's a man building a rocket ship on the other side of the island.
I was just going to say that.
What?
I thought that was my line, and I was going to say that bit about the rock. There's a bloke with the rocket ship. Yeah, bloke.
Whoa.
Johnny, hear a joke? I told this at the wedding the other day, and it went down a treat. A man runs into a bar, and he says to the bartender, "Give me 15 shots, quick!" And the bartender, he puts the 15 shots down on the bar, and the fella downs one right after the other. And the bartender says, "Jesus, you drank those fast?" And the fella says, "You drink fast too if you had what I had." The bartender said, "What do you have?" And the fella said, 75p. So, that's the joke everybody was laughing at the wedding. That was before the bride punched the groom in the face. Right.
There's a bloke with a rocket ship.
My lord, it's our one chance to get off this godforsaken place.
Home at last. You alright, Gav? You alright?
Yes. Keep your distance, John. I just need to sit down.
Just leave him for a bit, John. He's just... It's probably all too much for him to take in after passing out and getting touched up and all that. You trying to kiss him. And Gav, you all right, mate?
Yes, it's just like... It's like every Every day is an endless stream of cigarettes and magazines. And each town looks the same to me. The movies, the factories, and every stranger's face I see reminds me that I long to be homeward bound. I wish I was. Homeward bound. Home where my thoughts escaping, home where my music's playing, home where my love lies waiting silently for me.
Isn't he just quoting Paul Simon lyrics?
I think he is.
Gav.
Wake up,
Gavin.
Gavin.
Mr. Wonker!
Gav.
Snap out of it, Gav!
Oh, sorry, lads. I got lost in the moment. Let's go find this Rocket Man. Was there meant to be a comma between... If it was Rocket Man, not Rocket Man, wasn't it? Because it could be used either tomato, avocado. It could be used either way, I guess, depending on the mood. As in the more get up and go, let's go see the Rocket Man. As in Rocket Man, or the more laid back and chilled, let's go see the Rocket Man. As in, you know, we've just passed the doobie, not that we'd be advocating any use of drugs in any way. Oh, thank you. Perhaps we'll just use the second one, man.
Has anyone got any crisps? Sweets? Anything?
Oh, Jesus Christ, what's going on here?
Relax, man. Enjoy the moment.
Oh, you could be right. Pass that thing here.
Relax. Relax.
I'm fairly sure that coconut keeps staring at my legs.
Jesus wept.
So as the boys finally find out what Kev saw on the other side of the island, they pass around a joint and end up having a 30-minute break after uncontrollably giggling about their about the time the billy carts got bogged in the sand during the Soapbox Derby episode, after which they were driven around the other side of the island to save time. They spot a single man and a rocket ship set up upright, surrounded by bamboo scaffolding, like they do in the over there, and when they use they do it over there where they use the bamboo scaffolding, which seems to be what seems to be a pile of cow shit in a fenced off area just left to the scene. The boys move in for a closer look.
Gav, I think you should go over there and introduce yourself. You're the type, you know. He looks approachable enough. What the fuck?
Hey, I just killed this cow. Now we can offer him some food in order to secure a seat on his rocket ship. Man.
Oh, James. What have you done?
Weren't you listening, Mr. Wonker? I said I just killed this cow and now we can offer him...
Yes. I heard all that. I meant, what have you done?
Well, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Now we can come up with some trade agreement with the Rocket Man and get a lift off the island. Oh, look! Here he comes now!
Quick, everybody hide.
But we're standing in the open. I'm fairly sure he's seen us.
Stand still, he may not have yet.
Hello there.
Oh, he has.
Hello, Mr. Rocket Man. We come in peace. Welcome to Earth.
Thank you very much. Listen, have any of you seen my cow?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
we haven't. No, we haven't. Tell me, how close to the cow were you? Not distance-wise. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, in an emotional sense.
Well, 10.
If it were to, say, go missing, would this be something that would upset you, possibly?
I've had that cow since I got here. She's been the provider of milk drinks and cream since day one. Plus, I've built a manure-powered rocket as a side project, and I need old Daisy because she keeps shitting, and I use that to make rocket fuel.
Yeah, but she's not that important. I mean, if it's poo that you need and for some unexplainable reason your cow's gone missing or been killed, then there's 8 of us and we ain't collecting our waste. So you're more than welcome to it if that's all you're worried about. Be our pleasure. Right, lads?
I'm in.
Jim, I don't think it would work.
It could work.
Okay, now it's always Jim, innit? What I mean is, let's not even entertain the thought, eh?
I've skinned the cow, Jim.
Shush,
What did
Brian.
he say about the cow?
Oh, nothing. No, nothing. No. Just explain. How do you convert the cow manure into a usable gas?
Well, I just put the dung in an old barrel I found, washed up, leave it there for about 21 days at a temperature of 101 degrees Fahrenheit, during which the bacteria breaks down the organic matter. What are they cutting up back there?
That's just Brian. He's got an ingrown toenail.
Oh, my toe
They're just trying to sort it out. Carry on with your methane story. It's very interesting.
Okay then. Well, the breakdown of the organic matter in the shit produces a mix of methane and other gases known as biogas. And it's this gas that I use to power the rocket. Are you sure they're alright back there? There seems to be a lot of blood.
All fixed. What did we miss? Oh, and I've got this gift of freshly caught fish for you.
This looks like beef.
It's surprising how the island sun plays tricks on your mind.
I say, I thought you had emu legs and all.
Weird, eh? Now, I'm hungry. Let's cook up this cow.
Fish.
What?
That's right. Let's cook this fish and talk about cows, eh? I mean, cow. Are we going to get rid of this dead cow? I mean,
Oh, Jesus. John's got mad cow's Tourette's again.
fuck
Stand
me, the
back,
cow.
everybody. Stand back.
It's back again. Cow fuck, Christ, fish, knob, jockey.
Snap out of it, John.
What the fuck was that?
It's alright, mate. You're back with us now.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
So, as the boys get away with killing the Rocket Man's cow, the listeners are starting to think he sounds a lot like Basil Butler from the Basil Butler radio show, and we would have to say that due to our lack of privacy policy that you'd probably be right. Now, as the boys move themselves into Basil, aka the Rocket Man's camp, they pass pleasantries and introductions as the conversations. They pass the pleasantries and introductions as the conversation soon turns to rocket transportation and what the cow is so and why the cow is so important to keep the launch show on schedule. Jimmy and his Uncle Brian devise a plan to fool the Rocket Man into thinking the cow is still alive by wearing the cow's skin and wandering back into camp to poop. Unfortunately, the game turned sour, as did the mood when Mock Daisy, aka Brian, and Jim at the back, was brought in for milking. Let's just say James took one for the team while Brian mooed loudly to muffle his sobs. He later asked for a bathtub and shower to be brought in so he could cry and scrub the dirtiness off himself off screen and has since rigged up a teat and coconut milk reservoir so no one has been outwardly named as the milker for legal reasons.
Well, it's great news knowing that Daisy came back. It's such a load off knowing she's safe.
You'd feel the same way, Jim?
Fuck you. Oh Lord, why did it end up like this?
Because you got dressed as a cow and didn't put some pants on it. But tell me, Basil, why do you wear that box on your head?
It's not a box, it's an actual space helmet built for outer space and space travel / rocket launching and or anything assembling astronaut or spaceman behaviour and activities.
Yeah, but it is just a box with a couple of eye holes and the word Basil written across the front of it, really, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Anyway, how did you work it out? Was it the, because it's got slightly different size eye holes?
Well, I think it's pretty much because it's a cardboard box.
Tell him what you told me, Kev, about Armstrong. Kev, have you got worms?
Well, I grew up on my planet farming space worms, where space worms could always be found. But here on Earth, as far as I can discern, there just ain't no space worms around. Ain't no space worms around. You should take it off, dude. Let the old head get some air. You know, let it breathe. It's no good for the pores to keep a space helmet on too long. I read it once in an article written by Lance Armstrong. He never seemed to have his on.
Is this true? I mean, it'd be nice to take it off for a while. I can't remember the last time I felt a gentle breeze on my face. Do you really think I should?
Absolutely. It's part of the bond, getting to know each other, trusting all the...
No.
Oh my God!
Hideous!
For God's sake, put the box back on. Christ, I wasn't expecting that.
Dickhead.
Oh, so as the helmet/cardboard box gets taken off, and Jesus. In fact, I can't even talk about it. I think I need a little sit down here. John, sing something for Christ's sake. It's your big chance. I go.
Really? Well, this is quite unexpected, very exciting. I've been waiting for this opportunity for a long time. A long time.
Just get on with it. Just get on with it, for fuck's sake, man. Stop the music. Now take it away, John. It's your one chance. Don't fuck it up.
Ziggy, this is a bit of Ziggy. This is poor. This is going to be poor. Give it a go.
Come on, John, believe in yourself, mate. In fact, I'll give you a hand if you want. I got it. We can do this, mate. We can do it.
God bless you, brother.
Thanks, mate.
Here we go. Basil built a ship. It's pretty good. It's built from Daisy and the parts from all cars. He made his left hand, but made it too far. Became the Rocket Man, was stamped with Basil's brand.
Basil rarely sang, screwed up eyes and screwed down head, like some cat from Japan.
He could lick 'em by smiling, oh shit, he could leave them to hang. Come on, so loaded man, well hung and Snow White tan.
So what's with the cardboard box on your head? Basil treats us all. He took it off and he showed us, so we shrieked and understand, covered our eyes with our hands.
Oh, bollocks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Basil planned for time,
Blasting off with methane from doo-doo.
the cow's death was crass. Jim's actions were sparse, need a kick in the ass. He took us all too far.
2 cows now, how bizarre.
Making rockets was his go. Basil picked up all things he'd find. Like old steptoe, he'd keep things.
When Mrs. Sapling met the man, she changed it all with her hand. Oh, paddock wank. Take it away, John.
Top truck. Oh, this is just a beautiful thing. Basil P. Butler. Oh, that was fucking dreadful. Oh, fuck it up the arseholes. I'm going to start again.
No, don't start again, John.
Start again.
Don't start again. Just put my music. No, put my music on.
I moved the mouse from the words and stuff, and I couldn't see the fucking words.
All right, Justin Bieber, just calm down. You do one track and think you're on the awards show, or the music awards show, whatever. It's the the one where they win the awards for the music and all that kind of stuff. So I wouldn't get too excited because David Bowie wrote a similar tune to that. So you won't be in the charts, John, but it's a good job. But it's time to get back back to normal. And Basil's put the helmet on and put the box back on his head, which is good because I haven't seen a sight like that since we were in a back room in a motel in Thailand. And let's just say we didn't quite get what we'd paid for. I'll leave it at that. All right, Gav, can you let's get this show back on the road?
That's a mighty fine piece of engineering you've got there, Basil. Tell me, the name painted on the rocket, Mrs. Sapling. What's the significance of this?
Oh, Mrs. Sapling. Bloody hell, that's brought back some memories. I haven't heard that name for a while.
You painted it on your rocket, mate. What do you mean you haven't heard of it for a while? There's another cow joke there, heard. What are you trying to say? Did the cow write it up there?
Impossible! They haven't got opposable thumbs. Can't grasp the paintbrush. Everybody knows that.
Opposable.
Stop making up words, Ron. It's not clever.
Clever.
Not how I spell it, it's not.
What the fuck is he on about?
It's true, I did paint it up there.
Was she your science teacher, Basil?
No, she was a friend of my mother's. A slender, red-headed woman. We met up in a field on the way back from the shops when I was 15.
Well, go on then. What happened?
Did she know a thing or two about rockets?
You could say that, yeah. But in actual fact, I wrote it up there as a reminder.
Of what?
Mrs. Sapling.
And why is that?
Because if I pull this off, I'll be out of here.
Oh, she give you a hand job on the field. I had the same thing happen once.
You did not?
Oh, I had a field job.
That's... what the fuck? Is this like 1920s in a cotton field?
Oh, she gave me a hand job on the field. I had the same thing happen once.
So as Brian sings about it says about the cotton, puts on the cotton, talks about the cotton, we take our hats off to any slave that ever got a whip in their hands and whip their slave master across the face with their whip and then shove the handle of it straight up his arse because that's what they deserve. The rat bastards parading around on their horses with their southern accents. It makes me sick, y'all. So, anyway, as a thing or two about the name of the rocket is worked out, Mrs. Sapling, Brian and Jim dress up for another dump in the cow suit, being careful not to get their teeth pulled, while Basil talks about shagging a bird named Trisha, drunk, behind a bin. The men rotate and all do their bit for the... not for Trisha, for the methane pile, in a hope to join the rocket man in his launch off the island and back to the mainland. Kev's been given the job of asking if the boys can hitch a ride with Basil. The feeling is tense.
So, tell me, Basil, how many can the rocket carry, do you think?
2, including Daisy.
Is there any way you think you could maybe, carry a few more?
No, I wouldn't think so. I'm not being a cunt, it's just physics.
What if we give you a genuine dingo skin singlet?
Gav.
It still has its animalistic scent. It will drive women crazy.
What, do I even have a say in this?
Quiet, Kev. Well, Basil, it's just your size. What do you say?
It is genuine dingo. I mean, you haven't just skinned a regular old dog, have you?
Now, why would we do a thing like that?
Basil, it's just your size. What do you say? It's genuine dingo. I mean...
come on, Ron. I'll make you a new one out of this fish skin.
Cow.
Asshole.
No, I meant it's cow, not fish.
Oh, sorry, oh yeah, but he doesn't know that.
Well, Basil, imagine sitting on old Mrs. Sapling, proud as punch, with the dingo singlet, driving that rocket all the way home, eh? Like the sound of that?
Alright, I'll take it.
Well sold, John. Looks good, Basil. Gun show is open, mate.
Looking good, Baz. All right, let's make this more accommodating. What we need is a shuttle. John, that plane you crashed.
It's straight into my fucking sandcastles, let's not forget. Episode 4 or thereabouts.
Oh, shut up, you knobhead. As if I had a choice. You and your mates, Jimmy, old PetraChelli, shot me out the sky with a flaming fucking coconut.
Whinge, John. Jesus Christ! 16 episodes later and you still won't shut up about it. It was a distress flare. You were simply meant to see it and alert the Coast Guard. Not fly straight into the thing. So if anyone's to blame, it's you.
Alright, you two, enough.
I was involved in that as well, Gav.
Sorry, you three. Enough. It's no time to be carrying on like kids.
You are.
Look! We need a few seats from the plane you crashed and the remains of the lifeboat you boys...
What was that last bit?
And the remains of the lifeboat you boys landed here in the first episode. Let's go.
When now?
You're not serious, are you? You're not serious, are you?
Fuck me.
So as Gav comes up with a great plan, and then PetraChelli's little request there was, it's denied, no thank you, PC. The producers of the show shake their heads at the actual time it would take this bunch to actually get there. To actually get their act together and gather the things needed to build the shuttle. Based on that, we once again fly in the work crew, while the lads have a sit-down on the chairs proudly supplied this time from the fine people at the funny-looking podcast, as funny-looking, available on Spreaker.com and iTunes, and you should do yourself a favor and tune in, because they're certainly comfortable chairs. I tell you, we got a drink. Gav, can we get a drink as well? It's not too much to ask.
No bother.
Thanks, Gav. Thanks, Gav.
Fuck me, this singlet stinks. Have you washed it at all since you've had it, Kev?
No. This is the 10th episode straight now, and it's been like a lucky charm.
You call those legs, look?
Moo.
Jim, I'm sure we can get out of this cow suit for this part.
Pretty comfy, these chairs.
We're finished, boys.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Fucking work crew, Jesus.
Perks of being an actor, mate, I told you. So as the work crew leaves the island, the boys fold up their chairs and stand back looking on proud of what they've managed to achieve.
It just looks like a pile of folded up chairs.
No, I meant the shuttle the workers built. Look at it and act proud. I mean, is it too much to ask for a little something we prepared earlier, Magic John?
All right, I'm sorry. It's just all over the place, that's all. I mean, one minute I'm dressed as a fucking cow, the next I'm claiming to have made a shuttle. I honestly don't know whether I'm Bruce or Jenny at the moment.
It's Jenner.
Who?
Caitlyn Jenner, that bloke from the Kardashian who was in the Olympics.
Now I'm just confused.
Not as much as he was, mate.
Fuck me. If I was him, I'd just be laughing at myself all the time.
Well, boys, pat yourselves on the backs. And that's one fine shuttle we've managed to build.
Well done, Gav. You pulled the old show back onto track, making it way less confusing than John Wilson did.
With no help from anyone else at all.
All right, don't milk it, Gav. I probably shouldn't bring up milk.
Not again.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, the memories. The hideous, hideous memories. Like a long night and
He seems to be over the worst of it.
Oh, the memories. The hideous, hideous memories. Like the long night in Thailand. Oh, the shame I brought on the Poodle family. How can I ever go home now? How?
The rocket, you fool. The rocket.
Oh, yeah, of course. Thank you, Ron. I just had a little freak out, and I can't seem to pull myself to...
Listen, James, come here and get a hold of yourself. You got your teeth, mate. So what? Your dress is okay. Get a hold of yourself, for God's sake. So what? Your dress is okay.
It wasn't a teat.
Shut your mouth. For the point of the story, it was a teat, and you were milked. You were dressed as a cow, and you were milked as a cow. That's it. Millions of cows get milked every day, so what makes you think you're worse off than any of them? Eh? Well, you're not. So get your shit together, so we can fire this fucking rocket and get the fuck off this island, okay?
It wasn't a teat.
Okay, then.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Good.
Good enough? What are you doing? You're supposed to do that line.
But I love you, Johnny. Okay. Now it's your turn to get in the cowskin. So you get in there and start driving Miss Daisy.
fucking. Back to bloke.
Hey man, this shuttle looks pretty good, I must say. Plenty of leg room and... Oh, fucking hell. You know what? I can't bend my fucking legs, remember? Fuck it, I'm here for life. God, you know what? I might as well just face it. The exact same reason I couldn't compete in the soapbox derby. I mean, who the fuck would have emu legs? Who the fuck? Jesus Christ.
You really do have emu legs. Well, I'll be buggered.
Kev, look over this side.
Oh, what is it?
Take a look.
Oh, man. What? Oh, man, are you kidding me? Custom emu leg aware leg space and seating? I'm headed home, babies. Fuck yeah. Back home, back to the surf and sand, the California sun, walking the dog, baby, and playing a bit of badminton. Drinks by the pool, yeah.
Badminton, are you any good?
Well, I did go to the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta, baby.
For badminton?
Yep.
You were at the Olympic Games for badminton?
Yes. Yep. Yes. Yep, well, that and the 400 hurdles. I won some tickets in a raffle, so I wasn't going to let them go to waste.
Hey, Kev, check this out. What's this, eh? What is it?
Jesus Christ. John, put your pants on.
Get out of here, John.
Can you guess?
Dude, what the fuck are you doing? Get out.
Go on, guess. Oh, go on.
Get out.
Jesus, man.
It's shuttlecock.
Get out, dude.
It was a shuttlecock. That's funny shit, that.
No one wants to see your wang waving about in the shuttle, John.
It was a joke. It was a joke to lighten the mood. You blokes were talking about badminton, so...
We get it, mate. Just put it away. Just...
Oh, come on.
Oh, no. Just put it away.
New rule, John. No one pulls their knob out in or around Mrs. Sapling, alright? Now do me a favour and scoop up that mess Daisy just made. It's time to fill these tanks. Everybody, let's load the cow and get this thing ready for countdown. Today's the day, gentlemen. We're going home.
Hey!
Yes!
Jesus wept.
So as the end of time spent on the island draws near, the problem of the cow is fixed with a couple of bags filled with straw Jimmy got from the workers who built the shuttle. The seagull hides himself in the shuttle because of his bond with the new crew has grown strong over the time spent over the last 12 months or so. Even though we've neglected to talk about him, there's been a few deaths on the sea. We've replaced a couple and haven't spoken about it. The poor little gull. He's been to hell and back on this island, and I'll miss this place. I'll miss the characters, the adventure, the sense of worth I felt, and the songs, the great people who helped out from all over the world, and of course the folks who took the time to listen. From the start, when Brad, Petra, and Jimmy left the party boat and washed up in the Lady Muff Diver onto the beaches of Shipwrecked, and to the end when Gav, Kev, and John joined Basil Butler and launched the rocket ship, which they're about to do. I'll miss them all. Young Pronto, Miguel, Dave, Crystal, Muzz, Maxine, Wickestabir, Seraphin, Michael, Beefy, Scott the pirate from the pirate-themed kebab shop, and... who the fuck is this? I'm trying to do a heartfelt... Hello?
Hello, Brad?
Hello?
It's Julia. I just, do you need the mermaid? Hello?
Perhaps phone next week. Next week. What? You're breaking up? Jesus. Gee, I'm not sure why we got disconnected somehow. It's strange how when you if you push the red button, sometimes it just cuts off. So, that was Julia, and we'll miss Julia the mermaid, and we'll miss them all, and we'll even Ron and Cheryl and Paula, who popped in for a guest visit one time on Shipwrecked. Anyway, it's all been a load of shit. Anyway, let's get this show on the road, or more importantly, up in the sky, and then get in this rocket and move on out of this joint, because I need to go to the toilet, and like the great Neil Armstrong said to Buzz, move out of the doorway, Buzz, I'm gonna wet me pants.
Okay, checklist. Gas tanks full.
Gas tanks full.
Daisy buckled in, safe and sound.
Cough buckled in.
Alright, that's it.
I can't snigger. What was that?
It's not much of a checklist.
Yeah, he's right. He's right. Is there not safety procedures you'd like to run through and all that? You know, safety first.
No, everything seems above board.
No face masks dropping from the roof, or life jackets, or space suits, helmets, anything like that.
No, none of that. Let's everyone just get inside Mrs. Sapling, one at a time, and buckle yourselves in for the ride of your life.
Hey, lads. It sounds like he means.
We know, John. We know. Well, lads, good speed.
It's Godspeed, Gad.
No, I mean I could do with a bumper good speed straight up the old nostrils, both sides, straight up the old snout. The listeners can't see what we're getting into here, but this whole rocket/shuttle combo looks like a fucking death trap. No disrespect, pal.
None taken. I feel a bit safer with my helmet.
Cardboard box.
Dickhead.
Alright, gents, it's been fun. To be honest, I'm scared. In fact, I've just shit my trousers.
Fuck me.
Jesus fuck. Right, I'm just gonna pause it for a minute. I can't get over it. I'll be right back.
Jeez, you fucking stink, Jim.
Hold on. Don't leave me here. Christ, I've been here as long as you clowns. You're not getting rid of me that quick. Now, we may not have seen eye to eye all that. Jesus, Jim, you stink. Now, Rocket Man, let's fire this thing up and get the hell off this island.
Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Columbia, this is Houston, AOS, over. Houston, Columbia on the high gate, over.
This is one little step for man, one giant leap for... Oh man, this mustn't be working.
Roger, the EVA is progressing beautifully.
Basil, you seem to have overshot the mainland by a considerable distance.
I guess you're about the only person around that doesn't have...
We are heading for outer space, gentlemen.
Jesus wept.
Tell me, can anyone tell me why is Petra the size and shape as a small cassette player this episode? Is there any reason he just looks a bit odd?
Yeah, he's only said a few words. What's going on, man?
Nothing. He looks normal to me.
Are you getting a TV picture now, Houston?
Narrator.
What? Yes, he looks perfectly fine to me, Jim. No worries. Oh, look, Uranus.
Yeah, put your pants back on, John. What's wrong with you lately?
I'm fucking hot, that's all. I'm not used to potential space travel. Basil, what's our ETA? I fancy getting home sometime soon. It's hot and I'm not happy. You hear me? I said I'm not happy. Furious. I'm burning up.
Excuse me, John?
Yes, mate.
I was just going to say I like the cockpit.
Just how much longer are we gonna be up here?
We're going all the way, men. Straight through the atmosphere and into deep space. The world's got nothing for us now. We're heading for the galactic highway to freedom. And I don't plan on heading back anytime soon. To infinity and beyond. Oh fuck.
What's wrong? What's wrong, Basil? Basil, what's going on?
Nothing. Everything's under control. As long as...
Oh, fucking hell, as long as what?
As long as... Jim, if you get the contents of your trousers into the gas tank, that should buy us a short fraction of time.
And?
If not, the outcome is not so good.
What?
Hold on, gents. We're going down.
This is Houston. Say again, please. Houston, we've had a problem.
So, as myself and the brave crew of Basil's methane-powered rocket shuttle combination plummet to Earth at a great rate of knots before we get to taste the... before we even get to taste the gravity-friendly boundaries of outer space.
You're hearing this from the black box, the black box recorder the workers installed into the shuttle. And by the time you hear this, we would have plummeted back to Earth. We love you all. We really do. Everything is coming so fast, it's taken about 30 seconds from the time Mrs. Sapling turned.
Look, Jim, just don't touch it.
I'll just give it a bit of a... Hang on, I think I found something. No, still not working. Right, I'll do it then. Not much more I can do besides touch myself. It's been a pleasure for you.
She packed my bags last night, pre-flight. 0 hour, 9 a.m. I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much. I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space. It's such a timeless flight. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, no, no. I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, no, no. I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone.
I'm gonna step off the limb.
Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as hell. And there's no one there to raise them. If you did.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
And all this science, I don't understand. It's just my job, 5 days a week. A rocket man. It's not rocket science, is it?
Columbia, this is Houston, ALS, over.
Fucking hell, it is. It's rocket science. Gee, how am I supposed to know this stuff? And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, no, no. I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone.
Roger, the EVA is progressing beautifully. They're setting up the flag now.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, no, no. I'm a rocket man. Burning out his fuse up here alone.
I guess you're about the only person around that doesn't have TV coverage of the thing.
It's gonna be a long, long time.
It's physics. It's these long parabolic orbiting arcs. The amount of fuel just to leave there. You can't turn around.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time.
I'm a Rocket Man 5 days a week. I mean, you can't get home. If you've forgotten something, just turn around, can you? It's a very complicated business. And fuck that, going to Mars, one-way trip. Forget it.
I'd like to evaluate the various paces that a person can traveling on the surface.
I don't trust this guy. He sounds like a fucking idiot.
Do not lick 9-volt batteries. I'm telling you, don't lick them. You know what it tastes like, don't you? You lick a 9-volt battery and a copper penny. Tell me it doesn't taste the same. And if you don't know what I'm talking about,
Brad, lots of fun, mate. Have a break and then come up with another project. And do it collaboratively so you don't feel it's all your... I'll have a go at editing one day. Want to write something? I can't do that. I'll have a go at editing it for a laugh. Like a challenge. Anyway, mate, just let me know how this turns out, what you need, and what pointless nonsense we can get up to another time. Ta-ta.
Anyway, I'm glad this is all fucking over, aren't you? Dear God, it's dragged on. Far too long.
Right, so that's that done. Say good luck. Good luck. This is your sign off. Last ever shipwreck. What do you want to say?
It has been a pleasure doing fuck all with it. You motherfuckers.
You fuck all then.
Beep, beep, beep.
Do you like Australia?
No, never done it.
Oh no, no, no. I'm a rocket man.
Rocket Man, burning out his fuse up here alone.
When it's an English singer, I tend to sing with an English Cane accent.
Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids.
In fact, it's cold as hell. And there's no one there to raise them. If you did, it's good, but it's no space captain by Joe Cocker. I once went traveling across the sky. This lovely planet caught my eye. Being curious, I drew close by. Now I'm caught here till I die. Until we die. Until we die.
definitely the best part of the act.
Acting. I'm doing an acting job this week. Proper one. They're paying me and everything.
Fuck me.
I know.
Acting's not a job. You know what acting is? It's people standing on a bloody stage in front of a bloody screen pretending to have a job. And then they sit about feeling all proud and have little award ceremonies. It's basically like people in the dork who patting each other on the back for being useless. Here we go. That's definitely the best part of the act. Where's my fucking Emmy? Guns.
I reckon I could get on Game of Thrones. Who do I know? Could get me on Game of Thrones. Anyway.
Fucking hell, this acting, Mark. God, Brad, you must admit, Brad, it is weird pretending.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long... Every time I get to the bottom, it says, I think it's gonna be a long, long time, times 3. But I do it 3 more times. And then I get down, and it says, do it 3 more times again. And I don't know when to stop. Hammer time. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. All right. Been a patient lad, Brad. You've waited long enough. So I just want to end this now and send it your way. I have enjoyed myself immensely being part of the Shipwrecked crew. Thank you, Brad, for letting me be a part of this. It's really been a lot of fun, and I can't tell you enough. just how much fun I've had and how much I thank you for letting me be a part of it, man. It's been a blast, buddy. Take care.
I think I've done it. I've done it. I've completed it. Oh, do you know, this has just been an absolute joy working with you all. And I'm getting paid. Is anyone else getting paid? Brad's been sending me some stuff through PayPal. Very nice. Thanks, Brad, for that. Cheers, guys.